Said that we didn't have a chance and went to work anyway. In this life, how you handle defeat is as important as how you handle success. And we had an equal measure of both last night. I want to thank my Democratic colleagues for their support. And I want to tell you, it is the honor of a lifetime to work with Speaker Nancy Pelosi. She is a remarkable and historic figure in American politics. And without her, so much of this would have been for naught. And just on a personal level, I've learned so much from her, and I will always treasure the time we've spent over the last 2 years traveling around the country working on this project. I want to thank the DCCC staff, starting with my executive director, Tim Persico, and all of the people who work here. They're about half my age, most of them, and they are smart, and they are decent, hard-working people, and they believe in something bigger than themselves. And I couldn't be more proud of them. And I think they're going to look back for the rest of their career and boast about being part of the team that delivered this result in 2022. With all the forces and all the money arrayed against us, and everybody's saying we couldn't. And I hope they're proud of that. But they're still working, because we've still got work to do. And the work doesn't stop with one race or one cycle. But we're proud of our president. We're proud of the values we stand for. We're proud of the legislative accomplishments we've won. We're proud of our candidates and our supporters. And we will keep working to give you all the results as fast as we can in a way that is fair and honest and follows the law, because that's what the American people deserve. Happy to take a couple of questions. Go ahead, Andrew.
Could you preview for us what the D-Trip plans to tell members in this noon call?
Right. We have a call scheduled at noon to discuss the results with the caucus. It'll be a slightly more detailed version of what I've just told you.
Mr. Chairman, given everything you said about how uncertain the final results are, what message do you think the American people were trying to send yesterday?
I don't think the American people have given up on democracy. And I think with all of the headwinds and all of the damage from the pandemic and the Trump years, there's still a beating heart to American democracy, and I think he saw it last night. They're not giving up on people with common sense and good values. And by the way, we don't have a monopoly on that. We're not perfect. And there's many good Republicans and independents out there. But I think enough of us, as the president said in his inaugural, still believe in this project that the American people can be proud of themselves for staying in this fight with us. Paul.
How painful is it that DCCC Chairman Sean Patrick Maloney had one of the best nights of a D-Trip chair in the last 10 years, while Hudson Valley or Sean Patrick Maloney took it on the chin?
Yeah. I don't want to make this about me.
But
I don't like.
In New York, you guys also lost 2 or 3 other seats.
No, that I want to guarantee you, there's not one seat on that board that I don't mourn the loss of, and it is that competitive nature that will also, allow me to answer your question honestly and say I don't like to lose. But my opponent won this race, and he won it fair and square, and that means something. And so I'm going to step aside. And I had a good run, and I have an incredible husband who's been with me for 30 years, including right now, and we got 3 great kids, and we have been blessed beyond anything I could have imagined as a young man. And so I'm deeply grateful to the people of the Hudson Valley for giving me their voice and their vote in Washington for 10 years. I'm not going to whine about it. I'm gonna do this the right way, and the right thing to do is to say the other guy won, to wish him well, and to pledge my support, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to take pride in my service, and then I'm going to talk to my family about what comes next.
Chairman, you mentioned that you spoke with President Biden earlier. What was his message to you about the results last night? What is his perspective?
Well, I think like all of us, he's very interested in where we end up. Like I said, it's better than anybody thought, and that's good for him. And I really mean it when I tell you that the president deserves real credit for tackling the crises that he found when he came into office. He hasn't got everything done he wants to do. He's not perfect, but tell you what, he's a good, decent man doing important things for the American people. And I think last night should encourage him that despite the opposition, despite the anger and the hatred and the lies that he has faced, the implacable obstruction that he has encountered, that he's making progress, and that we're going to get through this together. And it's because of his leadership and the leadership of Speaker Pelosi and House Democrats and all of our candidates and all of our supporters. And we're going to go back to work to finish the work of this cycle and to carry forward with the values that have propelled us.
How did you beat
One
the
more.
spread? What specifically did you do in the last weeks and months that helped you to beat the spread? As you said, prognostications of how you would fall.
Look, I think we'll have more to say about that, I think, as we know more. But for today, what I'll tell you is that Tim Persico, my executive director, built the best team in American politics. And they believed in each other, and they believed in our candidates. And we resisted the temptation to chase shiny objects, and we were disciplined and focused, and we did the work. And I'm a big believer in doing the fundamentals, and I think we did that well. But look, the results will speak for themselves. I've always said I will be judged by the results, and I'm as okay with that this morning as I was 2 years ago when I told you the first time. Thank you guys very much.
Your Michigan 3 strategy?
Thank you all.